Welcome to the History of Simple Things, where we delve into the fascinating history behind the little things that shape our world. What do you think of when someone mentions Crocs? Is it comfort, durability, maybe even a little bit of controversy? Whether you love them or hate them, there's no denying that Crocs have made their mark on the world. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the history of Crocs, how these quirky, hole-filled shoes went from being a boating necessity to becoming a global fashion statement. Stick around, because the journey of Crocs is just as unique as the shoes themselves. The story of Crocs begins back in the early 2000s. In fact, the original design wasn't even meant to be a fashion statement at all. It all started with three friends, Lyndon Hanson, Scott Siemens, and George Bodecker Jr. These guys weren't designers or fashion moguls, they were just friends with an idea. They wanted to create a boat shoe, something that could handle getting wet, but wouldn't be slippery on deck. This was a pretty specific need, but it was common among boating enthusiasts. The key to their dream shoe was a material called Crosslite, a kind of closed-cell resin that was lightweight, waterproof, and most importantly, didn't absorb odors. The beauty of Crosslite was that it was soft, moldable, and insanely comfortable to wear, while also being practical for environments where water was involved. It was the perfect material for boating shoes, and it would later become the trademark of Crocs' signature comfort. But before we dive into the journey of the shoe, let's talk about the name. Why Crocs? You might have already guessed it. The shoe's design resembles a crocodile. Crocs are amphibious, just like the shoes, which can be worn on both land and in water. Crocs are also tough, durable, and able to survive harsh conditions, which reflects the qualities the creators wanted in their footwear. The name was clever and functional, just like the shoe. In 2002, the first pair of Crocs, called the Beach, was launched at a Fort Lauderdale boat show in Florida. They sold all 200 pairs almost instantly. Sure, they were odd-looking with all those holes and that chunky foam-like texture, but they were also incredibly functional, and boaters loved them. Now you might be wondering, how did a shoe meant for boating suddenly blow up and become a household name? Well, Crocs had a secret weapon: comfort. People who wore Crocs for boating started wearing them for everyday tasks. They were so easy to slip on, lightweight, and felt like you were walking on clouds. Word of mouth spread quickly. By 2004, Crocs had expanded way beyond just boat shoes. They started showing up in hospitals, kitchens, and even on gardening enthusiasts. Why? Because anyone who had to stand for long hours found Crocs to be a lifesaver. They were cheap, easy to clean, and made standing for hours more bearable. But it wasn't just professionals who took notice. Something strange happened in the mid-2000s. Crocs became popular as casual, everyday footwear. People started wearing them around the house, to the grocery store, and even out on errands. What was once considered a quirky, functional shoe was slowly crossing over into mainstream fashion. People were embracing the shoe's ugly but lovable aesthetic. However, not everyone was on board. For as many people who swore by Crocs, there were just as many who despised them. Critics claimed the shoes were hideous, and it didn't help that they were often associated with a sort of casual, sloppy look. Fashionistas didn't think Crocs belonged anywhere near a stylish wardrobe, and the internet was full of jokes about how ugly they were. Despite this backlash, Crocs had their own tribe of devoted fans. For every person who hated Crocs, there was someone who swore by their comfort. And Crocs leaned into this divide. They weren't trying to be everyone's favorite shoe. They embraced their unique identity. The company even started releasing special editions with bright colors and fun accessories like gibbets. Those little charms you can stick into the holes of your Crocs to personalize them. Love them or hate them, Crocs were becoming impossible to ignore. Around 2008, Crocs hit a major snag. Despite selling millions of pairs, the company faced a financial crisis. Crocs had expanded too quickly, producing way more shoes than the market could absorb. There were warehouses full of unsold shoes, and the brand was on the brink of collapse. They were even mocked as a fad that had run its course. But Crocs didn't disappear. Instead, they regrouped and refined their business. The company scaled back its product range and focused on its core items. They also pushed for more collaborations with designers and celebrities, which helped bring Crocs back into the spotlight in the 2010. And then, something incredible happened. Crocs became cool again. The fashion world, which had once shunned Crocs, started to embrace them ironically. High-end designers like Balenciaga collaborated with Crocs, releasing platform versions of the foam shoe. Celebrities, from Justin Bieber to Post Malone, began sporting Crocs in public. What was once considered the ultimate ugly shoe had somehow transformed into a fashion statement. Fast forward to 2020, and Crocs saw an unexpected surge in popularity. With the COVID-19 pandemic keeping people at home, comfort became more important than ever. Suddenly, people weren't as concerned about looking stylish. They just wanted something comfortable to wear around the house, and Crocs fit the bill perfectly. Sales soared during this time, with Crocs reporting record profits. On top of that, Crocs leaned into their growing popularity by collaborating with even more celebrities and brands. Customization became a huge part of their appeal, with limited edition designs selling out in minutes. So where are Crocs now? Well, they're everywhere. Crocs are no longer just for boating or gardening. They've found their way into nearly every corner of the world. From hospital hallways to fashion runways, Crocs have become a staple in so many people's lives. And despite the mixed opinions on their looks, one thing remains clear: Crocs are here to stay. They've proven that function and comfort can win over fashion critics, that a product can be both practical and beloved by millions. Crocs continue to evolve, but they've always stayed true to their original mission: to be the most comfortable shoe you'll ever wear. And there you have it, the story of how Crocs, a simple foam shoe, took the world by storm. From boat decks to Fashion Week, this shoe has been on an incredible journey. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just curious about their rise, one thing's for sure: Crocs have cemented their place in footwear history. So next time you slip on a pair, just remember, you're walking in the shoes of a true icon. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.